love the way tea smells. About 2 weeks ago, I was given the opportunity to have my resume and portfolio reviewed. That ended up also including basically my entire online identity, which is fine because when you apply for a job, naturally the employer is going to Google you and see what comes up. And if you are showing your boobs on the internet or ranting about how you're like a neo-Nazi, then they're not going to hire you. So it turns out when you Google my name, the first thing that comes up is this YouTube channel. So the question that was posed in response to this channel by someone who I believe had very good intentions was, what is this? Why should I care to look at it? Basically that. It kind of left me thinking really deeply in a way that maybe it wasn't supposed to, but I kind of realized that I don't know what this is, and if people see it, well, maybe they'll think that it's stupid or confusing or weird or any number of things, and I don't know. So I kind of got into this hole of like questioning everything I've ever done and made, and why do I even have a YouTube channel? Should I quit YouTube? Should I quit making videos? Do I even want to be a filmmaker anymore? Like literally overthought everything because that's what I do. Am I being unprofessional? Because all these things were kind of thrown at me. They were kind of like questions posed, like, is this how you want yourself represented? Blah, blah, blah. And so then I kind of got sad and like also angry and not necessarily angry, but the emotion of like injustice. It seems a little bit extreme, but kind of, I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't fair. Going back to when I first made this YouTube channel, I was 12, almost 13 years old. I don't really know the exact reason why I made it, other than it was the cool new thing to do, but I think now a more overarching reason is that growing up as an only child, I didn't really have a lot to do after school on the weekdays. I didn't have a lot of friends that would come over. My neighborhood wasn't very bustling with kids, and I was kind of weird, and I don't know, I never really had a lot of friends in my school, so there were a lot of afternoons when I would come home and not really have anything to do. And also at that age, you're kind of starting to need to express yourself, you're starting to form views and opinions, and I think that was also when I first started dealing with anxiety in a real way, and all of these things needed to be expressed and needed to be put into an outlet, because before then, I was kind of making little stop motion videos on my little digital blue camera. I was like the only one out of my friends that was really into this like film video thing. I think I ultimately started making YouTube videos when I was that age because I needed someone to talk to. Now, the interesting thing is I'm at a weird spot in life, as if life isn't always weird, where I feel very oddly connected to that version of myself. I don't really have much to do after school. School, in this sense, being work. I don't have friends in my physical environment. I have a couple. I don't have that much of a social life, and I don't have a lot of people to talk to. And I'm not saying any of this for pity or for people to reach out and tell me how sorry they are and like how things will get better. I know all those things. I know it'll get better. I know that these things happen for a reason. So now, looking at my channel, I think of that question and I think of the reason why it was posed, and it's from the perspective of someone hiring me for a job. And all these feelings flare up inside that kind of make me mad and like make me feel like the world isn't fair because but I just have this thing that I like really hate, the notion that in order to succeed as a human being, either on the job market or on YouTube or both, you have to brand yourself. It just frustrates me so much. My hands go up into little balls because they're like, why? Please feel free to disagree with me and give me all the reasons why I'm wrong, because I do want to see another perspective on this. But I just think that branding yourself does not necessarily mean that you are representing yourself honestly. If this channel is going to be the outlet that I originally intended it to be, I want to be the full, honest version of myself. And now, having been given space from everything and having had a lot of time to reflect, I would like to change some things. Because if I'm gonna have to brand myself, I want the brand to literally just be me. If it means I'll turn on the camera and sing a song for you, that's gonna happen because I am a musician at heart, and that is my ultimate goal in life, is to do that forever and ever. I think there are people that would be really surprised to hear that. But that's true. I want to talk more about like mental health issues because I really struggle with them, and I am most comforted when I see other people talking about their own experiences with them And I have no shame in the fact that I live the kind of life I do because I think I'm stronger for it. I still want to have fun and like, you know, if I meet other people and we want to make a video together and it's goofy and it's some stupid challenge that involves like, I don't know, the first thing that came to mind was peanut butter. Maybe I just really want peanut butter. That's great because realistically, if someone Googles my name and they're looking at me to potentially hire for a job and this is the first thing that they see, I want them to watch a couple of videos and kind of get a sense of who I am. And if they don't like it, if they think it's unprofessional, or if they think that it is not what they want to work with, that's totally fine. I don't need that job and they don't need me, and that's just totally, that's fine. Something that I think my mom used to tell me when I was little, because I got really concerned about what people thought of me, is that not everyone's gonna like you. And that's a hard pill to swallow. For someone that really cares what other people think, and I always have and probably always will. I try to be like, no, I'm independent. I don't care what anybody thinks, blah, but I do. So some things that might change in the coming days / weeks, renaming the channel, whoa, because turns out you can't go to youtube.com/Tyler Meacham and come across this channel. Of course that sounds like I'm just rebranding, but I'm not. I'm like kind of anti-branding. If there's any brand, it's just gonna be me. Just gonna be me. But I also am really interested in what you all would like to see, my friends that are watching, because when I don't have a lot of people to talk to, I just go to the internet, and you're all here. We're all one big family. All 1,056 of you. Right?